Man, it's cold out here. I just can't seem to get loosened up at all. You know that guy RICK SHIELS, his videos, he always seems to be playing where it's sunny and warm. I gotta find out where he lives. Hey Siri, where does RICK SHIELS live? Huh. Says he lives in Manchester, in the north of the UK. I bet it's a lot warmer where he is. It always looks so warm in his videos. I mean, Southern California in June, and what's the temperature here today? 63 degrees in Southern California. I bet his weather's a lot better. Let's see. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Manchester, England today? High temperature is 69 degrees, 6 degrees warmer than Southern California in the north side of England? Oh yeah, I gotta go live there. Oh hey look, somebody published RICK SHIELS' home phone number right here on the internet. Yeah, let's give him a call. All right, here we go. Okay, type the 1 for international. Okay, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's ringing. Yeah. Is this Rick? Hey, Rick. How you doing, mate? It's Steve. Steve Pratt. You know, Steve Pratt Golf on YouTube. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey, can I come live with you? Whoa. No, I am serious. Because you got such nice weather in the north of England. It's way warmer than here in California. No, check the weather report, I'm telling you. Okay, yeah, conditions, okay. Yeah, sure, I can do that. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure, we can go out for ice cream, of course. All right, I'll be seeing you soon, mate. All right, goodbye. Hey. All right, I'm going to live with RICK SHIELS. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about a couple of really major and crucial mistakes that you're likely making with your driver. And the fix is maybe not what you'd expect. So we'll talk about it right after this. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. So a majority of the students that come to see me, their drivers, they tend to swing them a typical way, in kind of how you would expect, and that is, let's talk about where the rubber meets the road here, right near impact. They tend to move their club both from high to low, and from outside the target line across to the end. So out to in and downwards. And you may be nodding your head right now because you're going, oh yeah, that's me, and I really need to fix this problem, because the ball flight you're getting, and again, nod your head if this is the kind of ball flight you're getting, but what you would tend to get with this pattern, you tend to get some low pulls off and off the heel. That'd be that low bullet drive that goes in the left rough, and of course you have your stereotypical slice when you leave the face open. So something like this, and there's that low pull kind of bullet off to the left side that just matches the down and across pattern that I'm making. And so, of course, what we're after is, and you might even know this part too, is that instead of coming down and across, we want to be approaching the ball from more ground level early. See how I've got the club on the ground early, and it's on the inside of the target line. So it's going from the inside towards the ball, and it's squaring up as it turns upward. So the path of the club is straight as it strikes the ball, and it's striking the ball on the uppercut. So we're looking for that shape in the last 12 to 24 inches from impact. Now the problem that most golfers encounter is when they try to fix this problem and they try to force themselves to come at it from the inside this way, it's just an incredibly unnatural feeling, and it doesn't seem to fit their swing. It feels like they just can't really do it very easily. And this is where we get to the second major issue that kind of solves the first problem. So it's really traced back to address. And if you can fix your setup position, you can make it much more natural of a motion to come from the inside and hit up on the ball. Of course, that's going to give you all kinds of distance and accuracy that you don't have when you're doing the down and the cross method. So let's look at how a lot of people with this pattern tend to set up. Okay, so far so good. I've got my left arm on here and everything is looking good so far. Now I'm just going to put my right arm on, and you can see the inherent problem. I put just without any adjustments, I put my right arm on, and now my right shoulder is way too high and it's out over the target line. My shoulder line is now way, way to the left. And just a natural pattern of motion would be to swing down and across and either hit that low pull, or you're going to hit the big banana shot if you leave the face open, which happens a lot too. So we need to fix this origination of the issue. Otherwise, it's not going to feel natural and you won't be able to repeat it very well. So let's fix this setup issue that is kind of leads into the problem. Where we're going to do that, let's start with our left arm measurement again. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give my hips a little bit of a bump towards the target and flex my knee a little bit into the center, and that's going to put me at a little bit of a tilt. Now I'm also going to try to get my right shoulder back as it goes down with the tilt to the hips. Let me show you from the face-on angle what I'm doing here. Okay, so I don't want to be like this. I'm going to set this right side under a little bit more by a little bump and a little knee flex in to tilt my hips and my spine. And then I'm going to set the right shoulder back more. So now when I come at it with the right arm, I'm going to come at it from completely different angle. So here's our left arm measurement. There's our adjustment. Now, I'm not going to try to grip over the top. Instead, I'm going to kind of let the left arm be in charge of everything, and I'm going to slip the right arm more from the under this way. So here, tilt, come at it from under. This might even fix a grip problem if you've been gripping it too weak. Just like this, I'm nice and square now. And it feels natural to swing inside back into the ball again. It now starts to feel from that position, the square and tilted position, it feels unnatural to do anything like this. Now all of a sudden starts to feel very strange, difficult. It doesn't match, but it certainly matches the correct way of swinging. So we fix the root problem. Here, tilt, right shoulder back, come underneath with the hand and grip it. And then we can swing inside and upwards at the ball. All right, now as we replay that shot in slow motion, we'll look at the TrackMan numbers coming up in the corner of the screen. You can see I'm hitting upwards on the ball about 2.5 degrees and inside out about 2.5 degrees. So certainly you're seeing on the video, my club is approaching from the inside, and before it reaches the ball, it's bottoming out and starting to turn upwards again. So when you can get your setup into the correct position, it's not foolproof, of course, but it definitely gives you a much better fighting chance of getting rid of the improper approach of the club into the ball, and you'll be able to hit the ball a lot farther and a lot straighter when you're hitting up on it from the inside. So remember, when you're in a funk and the ball is not flying like you want it to always go back and check grip and setup. In this case, it's definitely a setup issue, but it could also be that bad setup can also lead to a weak grip as well. And to strengthen the grip, it's not natural anymore. When the shoulders are set, it feels like this arm needs to, if you're keeping the shoulder back and down, it definitely feels like the right hand's going to come under and the grip will have to be sufficiently strong to hit a draw, let's say, instead of hitting an outside in slice. So check grip and setup, get feedback, use a mirror, use another pair of eyes, use a camera on a tripod, and make sure that your setup is both shoulders and hips square to the feet, but also that you've got a little bit of tilt this way. You orient the body this way, it makes it much more natural to bring the club from inside to out and upwards through the impact zone. All right, I'm gonna head back and work on this a little bit more because I would like to hit even more up on the ball and really squeeze every last yard out of my drives. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'm Steve, and as usual, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.